Good morning, everyone. Or maybe it's not morning where you are or when I get this video out, but it's morning for me. It's my little car talks. I'm Chris Lawton, and my business is Intuit Health, and I'm an intuitive health and wellness coach. I haven't really been saying what that is when I start these videos, but I am an intuitive healer, so I see, know, hear things that can help you uncover things that you can't get in touch with, or I'm also a medium, so I can speak to people who aren't here any longer. Doesn't matter who you're looking for, usually I can at least get some information. And the health and wellness coach, I just support you in creating a life that is more comfortable and help you achieve your goals. And in saying all that, the reason that I do this is because I have done it for myself for many, many years, and I feel like I have tools that I can pass on to you to help you. So I'm not sure how today's going to go. I've been having a really hard morning. I have this thing, and I bet some of you can relate, that when things get going really well, and in my life right now, things literally couldn't be better. I am so happy with where I am. But when those really good moments happen, who can relate to this? Something happens and you don't feel well, or something happens, to get in the way. For me, I used to call it sabotage. I'm starting to think maybe it's something different now, or put another definition to it. But my body reacts in a stopping way as my momentum picks up to create awesome things in my life. So in the video that I did yesterday, I talked a little bit about that, dealing with anxiety coming up, or headaches, or pain, or all those things that appear to be in our way to get us to where we want to go. And sometimes the more we want to be in that place, the more things try to come up to get in our way. And my old way of thinking was self-sabotage, right? But when we say self-sabotage, it's kind of a way, an unkind and non-manageable thing, right? If you're sabotaging yourself and you don't even know you're doing it, then you're not managing it, or you're not in control of it. And the other part of it is I feel, a non-compassionate labeling of what's going on. And true, when you self-sabotage, you're getting in the way of your goodness. But it's so much deeper than that. And that's what I'm learning for myself in real life right now. Because in the past few days, I've been having a lot of pain in my back and down my leg. And that's not new to me. In the past, I've had problems with disc issues. So if I get a little twinge, I know how to take care of it. But this week, my momentum is picking up with my business and what I want to do. And I'm talking to more people, and it's getting to be kind of exciting. And at the same time, I've had a lot of interference. And last night was kind of the stopping point for me, because I've been able to push all my fears away. Now remember that word, right? Pushing all my fears away. But it just kind of caught me up last night, and I had trouble getting out of it. So I had trouble sleeping all night because I was uncomfortable. And if I started to deal with the pain and help the pain feel better, then the anxiety was huge. So, and I have a coach myself that I see every week to help me with my stuff. So, I wrote her and I'm like, help, I need help. And I don't ever, I don't usually do that in the middle of my week-to-week sessions, but I did. And, but then as I was sitting and really looking at it, here was the clue and the food for fodder as far as healing the situation for myself. When I looked in my mind and said, what's going on here? And what part of me is rebelling? What part of me is creating this painful situation to get in the way of my momentum? And what came up for me was this part. I see her as a young girl, but then she's created almost a guard to guard over her. And in like a condensed version of this whole thing that went on in my head, she, who was me when I was a child, created this situation because when I was fearful, when I said to my parents, I'm afraid, that was not a good enough excuse not to do something. So, one, there wasn't a lot of catering or tending to my emotion. And, you know, people my age, you can relate. There wasn't a lot of babying. You were just like, stop being a scaredy cat and go do whatever you're supposed to be doing. So I constructed, this is what I saw, this is the information that I got for myself. I constructed a mechanism so that I didn't have to feel the fear or express the fear, because what good was that? Wasn't doing me any good. I wasn't getting any support around it. So I converted the fear into physical manifestations, into feeling sick, into feeling pain, into feeling fatigue, all those things that then I could go and say, my leg hurts, my head hurts, I'm tired, whatever, you know, ailment that my body was creating, so that I didn't have to express my fear. I could convert that into something that I could get like emotional support around and let me get out of what I didn't want to do. But so that's great. As a child, that was my mechanism that I constructed for myself. But now as an adult, it gets in the way, you know, like it gets in the way. So I'm really excited to find this like gold nugget within my energy and within my timeline as a child, because now I can work on that and change my belief systems from this is what I have to do to have compassion, and I can convert it to I can literally feel how I feel, and I can give myself compassion. I can give myself that understanding around the fears and be able to work on all the details around that. Why am I afraid? What can I do about it? And, you know, allow myself empathy and compassion. So, I didn't know how that was going to come out. And I hope that all makes sense, and maybe it can support you in some of your challenges. And it's really funny because now it's been about an hour and a half since I did that, and I have had this constant like vibration in my solar plexus, and that's where your self-worth is, how you feel about yourself in your solar plexus energy. So you know, I know things are moving and I'm uncomfortable within myself, but it's more of like a vibration and a bit of anxiety and discomfort, and not so much like a physical ailment within my body, which is perfectly fine for me. Tomorrow I'm going to talk about ego, because all of this is, I feel, ego. You know, ego of like that little voice in your head that's telling you something's wrong, or you can't do this, or you should be worried right now, and it's just fake. You know, it's like that thing sitting on your shoulder getting in the way. So, well, that's all for today. I hope that was helpful. Please leave comments, questions, sign up for a free coaching session if you'd like, and also I'll leave the link if you would like to make an appointment for a reading. So have a beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next day or so. Bye.